Good afternoon, Facebook, YouTube, Daily Motion, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your second video blog of the day for Thursday, March 5th, 2015, around 3:26 p.m. in Billerica, Massachusetts. It's cloudy today, but no snow fell in the greater Merrimack Valley area, which is good. Some places down in the Cape got 6 inches, and it's about 28 degrees. It's going to be cold again tomorrow, but kind of a warm-up's coming. Some news to report. The New England Patriots released Vince Wilfork from contract. He was a defensive end, too much money, and I think the Broncos might be after him. And that's about it on the news. My next subject of the day is about a TV cartoon character. The TV cartoon character I'm talking about is Kenny McCormick from South Park. Kenny McCormick is famous for being killed almost every episode of South Park. And Kenny McCormick's a character on the cartoon South Park, which airs on Comedy Central. He's been a cartoon character for close to 20 years. And Kenny famously wears a orange parka, and his head is only showing it, and it's like kind of straight. And he is friends with Stan Marsh, Kyle Foskamy, and Eric Cartman, and like Kenny is a foul mouth and mumbles a lot. His voice is played by Matt Stone, one of the creators of South Park, along with Trey Parker, and Kenny does always this, and Kenny loves like the ladies and stuff like that. He has a picture of a girl in a bikini in his room, and Kenny comes from a poor family. His father Stuart McCormick's unemployed, and he's violent, and he's an alcoholic. His mother Carol supports the family, and she is a dishwasher and an Olive Garden. And Kenny has an older brother named Kevin and a younger sister named Karen. And usually the McCormicks have waffles for dinner and stuff like that. And at the beginning of South Park, when Kenny does it says, "I like girls with big fat titties. I like girls with big fat vaginas." That's what he says when he mumbles. That's what he says when he's mumbling. But it's stuff like that. And the running gag with Kenny, that he has aliases, which is the Mysterious, Princess Kenny, and Lady McCormick. But what Kenny is known for on South Park is getting killed in every episode and then reappearing in the next episode like the death wasn't acknowledged. And the way that Kenny dies is so comical. Yeah, usually Kenny here's some of the ways that Kenny has died over the years on an episode of South Park. He's been killed by a flying boulder. He walks into a grave site and falls down. He gets hit by a bus. He gets hit by a train. Lightning strikes on him. He accidentally gets tossed into the microwave and gets cooked up. And he also sticks his nose in the fishbowl and twirls around. He laughs. He laughs and stuff like that. Laughs so much. He's playing football and he gets tackled and his body parts are destroyed. And the rats and the mice come out and eat him alive. He's also been eaten up by Ozzy Osbourne. He's been killed over. Somebody pushes him up and they say, "I found a penny, you bastards!" And Kenny's also been killed in half by Kyle after he was a zombie, being killed in the previous one. He's also been killed by being trampled all over by people, stampede of people. He's been also killed by a piano. He's been zapped. He's also been killed when the flatliners go down, and many other things. And sometimes when all the times he's killed, Stan would say, "Oh my God, they killed Kenny," and Kyle would say, "You bastards!" And sometimes on South Park, when Kenny's killed, Stan would say, "Oh, you could have seen that coming," and stuff like that. And sometimes on South Park, when Kenny dies, they have like Stan and Kyle were saying he was a good friend and stuff like that. They were crying and stuff. But this is it's like a running gag every time he was killed and stuff. And that's one of the most popular things on South Park, that every episode people are expecting Kenny the way he dies, even though it's comical and hysterical how he dies. I think the first 5 years, he's the only episode he did not die in or got killed was the Christmas episode for the first year. But by season 6, Matt Stone and Trey Parker permanently letting Kenny out of South Park, permanently killing him because of, like, they said that it was just getting too predictable and stuff, and it was getting boring, and they ran out of ways he was being killed. So Kenny was completely killed off for most of season 6 of South Park, which a lot of fans did not like at all. They complained to the Matt Stone and Trey Parker. They threatened to boycott watching South Park because they wanted Kenny back as a character. And they had Butter, Squatch, and Twig were focused to be the forefront of Stan, Kyle, and Cartman, but both of them did not really have the chemistry with Stan, Kyle, and Cartman like Kenny did. And Kenny came back at the last episode of season 6, and he's been back on South Park ever since. But like now, like Matt Stone and Trey Parker do not kill him almost all the time. So there's some seasons that Kenny has not been killed at all, which it's a little sad, because that was one of the most main focus of South Park is how is Kenny gonna die, and I think they probably didn't want to kill him every episode anymore or more and stuff like that. It's okay, but I liked it all the time when he was killed, all the ways he was killed, because that was the best part of South Park and the most comical of South Park. And South Park is still going strong, but I don't watch the show anymore. I watched the first few seasons, and I stopped watching it when Kenny was killed off for most of season 6, which was pretty lame, because Kenny is one of the most important people in South Park besides Eric Cartman and Stan Marsh and Kyle Bofoskaki and the chef and Mr. Hanky, the Christmas Pool, Mr. Garrison. I'll eventually cover all of those characters of South Park sooner or later. And that's about it on that. I'll be back later on Facebook, YouTube, Dailymotion, and Twitter with the third and final video blog of the night, which will be about former Maple Leafs captain and Hockey Hall of Famer Matt Sundin. Have a good day, everybody. See you tonight.